Hello everyone and welcome back to the Palace Post. Thanks again to everyone who has subscribed. I think we're at 40 subscribers now in less than a week, which is really exciting. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the content. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Now we have a lot to get to today, so I want to dive right in. This is the episode where we are going to be sending off a bunch of Christmas cards to royals and nobles around Europe. Well, and one you'll see in Oceania. Now, I've never sent Christmas cards out before to the royals. This is my first time doing it, and I'm really excited to see what the responses are going to look like. I'm sure that many of the responses will simply be letters of acknowledgement that it was received and thanking me and probably wishing me a happy Christmas in return. But I'm also sure that we're going to get some really cool Christmas cards as well. So let's dive right in and see who we're sending Christmas cards to. On the top of the stack is the Duke of Braganza. The Duke of Braganza is the pretender to the throne of Portugal. We've not talked about him before on this channel, but maybe we should. He's a very interesting figure. His family history is really interesting. We're going to send one to the custodian of the crown of Romania, one to the Prince of Isenberg in Germany, one to the Prince of Prussia. You saw a response from him in one of our previous episodes. We had received a response from him for a birthday message that I sent. One to the Prince of Lippe. He sent us a really nice reply for a previous message also. One to the Count of Paris. We're going to do a episode on him and his family history, I think, eventually, so that you can know who he is and why his family history is important in the life of France. One to the King and Queen of Sweden. We're going to send one to the Duke of Marlborough. One to the King and Queen of Norway. To the King and Queen of Belgium. The monarch of Denmark, and here we come to Oceania. We'll send one to the King and Queen of Tonga, which is some distance northeast of Australia, a very small island nation, but a really robust monarchy there, and a very popular monarchy there. We're going to send one to the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the King Charles's brother Edward and his wife. Well, let's get this out of the way here. One to the Prince and Princess of Wales, of course, William and Catherine. And to the King and Queen themselves, King Charles II and Queen Camilla at Buckingham Palace. And finally, to probably my favorite royal in the entire world, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne in the United Kingdom. I just absolutely love her. I think her engagement with the public, her frankness with the public. She has a very quick wit. She can be very dry. I really enjoy her walking a rope line. But anyway, I'm going to send one out to her as well. Now, there are two other letters that we're going to send out. It turns out that the Duke of Marlborough's birthday is approaching, so we're sending him a birthday message in addition to the Christmas card that we're going to send. And the Earl of Crawford's birthday is also approaching, so we're going to send one to Balcarras House, wishing him a very happy birthday. Now, finally, since my last video, we did receive more mail from Buckingham Palace, which is a little bit embarrassing because in my very first video, I pointed out that I have not received a lot of mail from Buckingham, like direct from the palace. I've received it from Clarence House or other royal residences, but not from Buckingham Palace. And since that video, I think 3 additional ones from Buckingham Palace have arrived. Let's see what this one is. Now, as usual, I've already censored the letter to make sure my personal information isn't visible. Now, this is a pretty generic response. If you didn't know what I had sent to get this response, you wouldn't understand what I had written to them. I had actually written a letter to the king on the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death, simply marking the occasion and giving him, my warmest wishes and sympathies as he observed the anniversary of the death of his mother, the late Queen. And this was a really lovely response to get in return. This is going to go into the scrapbook, so you'll probably see it again, because in an upcoming episode, we are going to be getting into the U's, where all of my responses from the United Kingdom are. And you're going to see responses from the king and queen. You'll see responses from princes and princesses, and even some dukes, and I think even an earl. So it's going to be I can't wait to get to that episode. I know a lot of people are anxious for me to get to that episode where we get into the United Kingdom, and it's coming up. I promise. We just got to get through the S's. We just have to get through the S's first. So thanks for joining me here on the Palace Post in this video. If you did like this content, if you want more of this sort of content, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more just like it. Thanks so much for joining us. This is the Palace Post. Have a great day.